Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Overflow. In this video, we will look into another little problem that is the max area of La Island. So this is the medium level problem, and we'll understand what this question is all about and how we can actually go ahead and find a solution to this question. Like how will we think of finding a solution of this kind of questions? Okay, so that will be the more or less the idea for us. And now we'll move ahead and understand the question. But before starting, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for regular lead code videos like this. So question says you were given an M cross n binary matrix. That is the grid. That's the grid. The called grid is given to us, and an island of group of ones. Okay, an island is a group of ones. So it says like wherever there are a group of ones are there, there's an island, and connected the four directions. It is only four directions directionally, horizontally or vertically. So it is like it's only horizontal or it is like vertical. Only this kind of island or this kind of island. Okay, this is the connection between them. Like it simply means whenever there is a diagonal connection, it's not an island. Okay, so that's the understanding out of that. Further, it says you may assume all four edges of the grid are surrounded by water. Okay, the area of the island is the number of cells with the value 1 in the island. Okay, so the number of cells you find with the value 1 is the island. So that's the area. Okay, so we just need to count the number of ones in it, and that's the area. Fine. Now further, it says return the maximum area of island in the grid. So from the grid, we need to return the maximum area your island can have. Okay, if there is no island, return 0. Okay, if there is nothing, we should return a 0. Okay, now let's understand this example we have over here. In this example, we'll see what exactly the question is all about and how we should go ahead with it. So it says like it gives us a grid like this, a grid in this manner, right? Grid. So that's the grid given to us. Remember that. Further, and that's the 2D grid given to us. It should be input will be like this format. So if we visualize this, the visualization will be like this. Okay. So this is a visualization given to us for better understanding. Now let's understand. Now it says the output is 6, and then let's understand like what the number of ones we get. So in the first case we get one. That's the maximum area till now. Then we get one of 4. That's a 4 being the maximum area. Next we get again 4. No need, that's the maximum already. Then you get 5. Okay, I think the maximum area now. So 5, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 being the maximum area, but remember we are not supposed to connect it diagonally, like diagonally in this format. This is not connection. There isn't any connection like this. So we shouldn't count like 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 5, 11. 11 shouldn't be the answer. So 6 we get 5 maximum, and 5 is another one. So ultimately it shows like the answer is 6, but it also mentions that the answer is not 11. 11 in the sense we shouldn't go ahead diagonally, and that there is a there is a reasoning given for this as well. Okay, that's more or less the grid we have over here, and that's how we need to find. Now, think a bit into it. What can be done with this kind of questions? We can do something like whenever, like more or less, it's clear that we need to have an 2D like n square loop being for ij to traverse through the whole grid, like the whole grid given to us. To traverse through the whole grid, we need a 2D nested loop one, okay, of particular m cross n or complexity. So that's the minimum, because you need to go ahead with all the steps and now find out which are the ones that are actually like wherever we have an island source. Now what we can do actually is, look, we can say we are going ahead into this loop and we're finding 0 0 0, and suddenly we find a 1 over here. Okay, so once we find a 1 over here, now our task would be to kind of do an DFS or kind of a depth first search in this. And what that would do, that would simply be like move in all 4 directions. It will move in backward, okay, 1 step. It will move in forward 1 step. It will move in down 1 step, and it will move up 1 step. Fine, and fine if any other has like any other source also has a 1 or not. Fine, so that will be our idea. So for each of the 1 we get, we'll again move for 4 steps backward. Say at this position, at this 1, we will go 1 step forward, we'll go 1 step backward, we'll go top, and we'll go down. Fine. So that will be our idea. Remember, whenever we have already found one, that is the one that let me raise it up. That is a one. Say we are at this position, fine, and we already have found one over here previously. Like going into this one, we have already found the one at this position, right? So our task would be to, after we find a one and we go in all four directions of that. Before going in all four directions, we should make our current value as zero. That means we already have counted that value and we should move ahead with it. Fine. So that would be our like nominal task we have over here, right? Now, after that, we will once we find that there's no other way, we'll revert back and keep on going ahead with our normal loop we have. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? Once we have calculated anything, we will not be recalculating it by any chance, right? So that will be the basic idea. Like once we find a one at any place, we'll go in all four directions of that. That this is a four directional. It says, huh? So we'll go in all four direction of that and make our current one zero, and then keep the counting going ahead. Okay, so that should be more like a solution. Okay, so it's pretty simple. It's like we on order of n square, and we need to go through the whole grid, and that's how we'll find a solution to this. So let's understand, like let's write some code over here and then understand exactly how our code works with what we're thinking at this moment. Fine. So let's write some code for that. So here we can see that this is an 100 like faster than 100% solution. It's a two millisecond solution. So this is the fastest solution you can come up to. So let's understand what our solution is exactly and what I exactly did in it. But in this we simply took like xy being the total grid length and each of the being the row and column length of the grid. Okay, and then we just traverse through all the grid row column. You can see the I from 0 to X and Z from 0 to Y, like the whole XY column. So that's the maximum complexity we have. And then further, we are just checking in it that if grid of IJ is 1, if not, we are doing nothing. We are continuing with a loop and it's just going ahead with it. So we are just checking if a grid of IJ is 1. If our IG is 1, that is we are finding some island starting or some point at the island. So now we need to find the a whole expansion of the island, a whole area of the island. Okay, so we just say that the area being calculate a grid of ij. So we simply say the calculate function over here that will calculate for us. Okay, and after calculating, we find our area being greater than our max area being the final return answer we need to find. Okay, is the maximum area we have. So if it's greater than maximum area, we'll just assign it to maximum area. Okay, we'll just update the value of the maximum area. That's this. So let's understand how this calculate function is working. We are checking this is the base case. I'm coming to this a bit later. So first we are just doing a count. There's a count being 1 because we are just counting our current grid value. Okay, count being 1, and then we're checking for grid. Then we're making this but our current value as 0. Like wherever we are, we find the particular 1 and we are making this current value as 0, and further we're just traversing through all the four dimensions of it. Okay, so all the four dimensions of it, like I plus 1j. So I plus 1j will be the next one. Okay, like I plus 1j will be actually going down in that sense, I being the number of rows over here. So I plus j will be going down first. Okay, then we'll go going ahead with I minus 1j will be something like going up, and then we'll going find something like I j plus 1. J plus 1 will be going forward, and I j minus 1 will be going backward from this position. Okay, so this is the backward position we'll be looking for. But remember, this can so when you're doing I plus 1 or I minus 1, at any point it can be out of the grid. So that's why we need the check condition at the beginning. The check condition is if I is less than 0. Right, we cannot go ahead. That will give us a index out of bounds exception. So we simply check like I less than 0 or I j less than 0 or I greater than equal to x or j greater than equal to y, being like all the boundary cases we're just putting in. And then also if grid of ij is 0, by any chance if anything is zero, then we should simply return zero. That means we can find a solution out there and we are returning zero from there. Okay, so that's how we calculate the four sides of it. And once we calculate the four sides of it, we simply say the count is we just increment it with the count is initially one, and ultimately we return the count. So that means we actually find out the whole grid. Okay, the whole grid where the ones are there. Okay, so that will be the whole stuff we have over here. And we are not replacing the zero with one in any place. Once we made anything as zero, we are just kept the zero. Okay, so that's how the whole stuff working. It's more of a DFS solution. We're just breaking into all the four sides of the particular position, and we are calculating the solution based on that. So that's more or less the solution we have over here, and you have already seen that this is the fastest solution. There's a 100 ms solution we have, like 100% better than faster than 100%. So it's a 2 millisecond solution. Fine. So that's the pretty much of the solution, guys. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope I can make you understand how this question works and how to think on questions like this. Comment on the thoughts if you have any doubts related to this, and also subscribe to the channel for regular videos like this. I hope to see you soon in the next video as well. Thank you.